This week marked the first 100 days of a new district attorney for El Paso. Yvonne Rosales was sworn into office on January 1st. She's the first woman to hold the position, taking over for longtime DA Jaime Esparza, who oversaw the prosecution of thousands of criminals in his nearly 30-year career. Rosales is coming into office during a pandemic which has shut down the county courthouse and put a pause on criminal jury trials. And she's also inheriting the prosecution of the person accused of the August 3rd, 2019 shooting at the Cielo Vista Walmart. Tonight, we're going in extra depth with her. Her first goal was to review pending cases not resolved before she took office.
So some of the concerns that my attorneys have brought to my attention are disagreements that they're having with the prior offers and deciding whether they need to honor those plea offers or if we need to pull those recommendations and ask for a harsher sentence.
And the decision to honor prior agreements was in the spotlight last week when ABC7 learned that the man who had been accused of killing his 5-month-old baby received a 5-year prison sentence with time served. Pedro Favela Salgado admitted to shaking his baby because the baby wouldn't stop crying during a soccer game. Salgado had been in jail for 2 years awaiting trial, but with the plea deal, he'll be out in 3 years. At the time we reported this story, Rosales told ABC7 that she was beholden to the prior administration's negotiations. So I asked Rosales why, if she indeed had the jurisdiction to change the outcome, she didn't renegotiate this plea.
As I said, it was a decision to be have the professional courtesy because, you know, the prior administration basically left that in our lap. You know, we had to finish the deals that they had already written out, discussed years, months at a time over. Part of the problem was recognizing that the prior administration could have set those cases for pleas at the end of December. But I felt they were deliberate moves to try to tarnish this administration by blaming us for the offers that had already been made prior to us taking office. It's about respecting the system, about respecting the process. When you enter into plea negotiations with attorneys, it's a good faith effort that you're entering into them honestly and truly, and that neither side is going to break that agreement.
Now, Rosales is inheriting the prosecution of the single most deadly mass shooting in modern El Paso history. Patrick Crucius is charged with capital murder of multiple persons and 22 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He's accused of shooting and killing 23 people inside and outside the Cielo Vista Walmart on August 3rd, 2019. Nearly 24 others were wounded. Now, the last time I interviewed Rosales about the case, we were nearing the first anniversary of the shooting in 2020. Last year, Rosales said she felt like the decision to conduct a second trial was up to those who suffered injuries or loss during the shooting. But she seemed to have changed her outlook. Rosales said she has been in communication with the victims, and she told me what they want.
They want resolution is basically what I can tell you, but the federal government has not made the decision whether they will be able to seek the death penalty or not, since the state does not require any permissions to obtain in order to seek the death penalty. Based on my conversations with the AUSAs who are handling the matter on the federal side, since they can't determine whether they will or won't seek the death penalty, we're just going to go ahead and move forward with our case, and we will seek the death penalty. We're going to do our best to try to keep this case here in El Paso. This is a case that this community needs to be able to determine guilt, and if a jury finds a defendant guilty, then they need to be able to assess punishment. But this is a case that does need to be tried in this community because we were the ones that were impacted.
Rosales has assigned a whole new team to the case. The team includes 2 people from the Esparza administration who have a combined 50 years in law. She also anticipates taking a role in the prosecution herself, but no trial date has been set. And tomorrow night on ABC7 at 10, part 2 of my interview with Yvonne Rosales, we talk about her transition into the office and how New Mexico's new law legalizing recreational marijuana will affect her approach to pot cases here.